Yeah, there's some things I'd like to kind of address in this video that I'm going to be discussing. And to those who follow me on my Facebook page, you kind of know that I'm that I've kind of more or less moved on from the topic of politics into religion now, or better yet, theology. Even though I am a unabashed Donald Trump supporter, I think he's done a good job as president, and I hope he gets reelected this year. But that's about it on that. When it comes to the topic of theology, which, to just break this down, theology is the study of God, the study of religion, religious nature, religious ideas. That's what theology is in definition. In Western culture, like America, Canada, South America, Western Europe, and that's Western culture. Eastern culture is much of Asia and Africa. There's different theology. How about that? And different. I would say different. A different approach to it. Let's just say in like Eastern culture, people are more motivated by groupthink. It appears. For instance, let's say like in India, where Hinduism is a large chunk of their religion. If somebody's granddad's a Hindu, their dad will most likely be a Hindu, and they will be a Hindu, or they'll definitely feel a strong pressure to become one anyway. Here in Western culture, people are kind of more influenced, it seems, by emotional experiences per se, and more and more, because we're a more individualistic culture or whatnot. Before I get too boring and too drab on that topic, I kind of want to get into something else. We've got this right now in Western culture. Christianity has kind of been taken over by this the Jesus that's being presented as this soft, weak, ooey gooey Jesus. It's needy and always is kind of like, he's pathetic. How about that? It's just, he's pathetic. He talks about, the love that they talk about is a form of complacency. I've had a lot of people come after me about my views of Jesus and saying I'm not being loving and this and that, which actually, when I think of it now, makes a lot of sense. With this ooey gooey Jesus who doesn't ever tell you anything's wrong, who lets you do anything you want, is totally helpless, never rebukes anyone, never corrects anyone, never directs anyone, never says anything, never disagree. That's about it. It makes sense in our culture that people, call love. If you love somebody and care about somebody, the Bible is it says what it says, especially in the book of Proverbs. A father that loves his son will chasten him often. A Christian brother that cares for his Christian brother should constantly be admonishing him or correcting him if he thinks he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, or if he's saying and doing something stupid, to tell him, you know what, man, you're screwing up. You're being stupid. You need to quit doing that. Excuse me. But anyways, before I go on too much of a rant, you know, in our culture where people are being attacked for their beliefs, being, you know, where males especially are being demonized constantly by our culture. If you follow me, you know that I'm very outspoken about this. That people, you know, manhood is under attack daily as we speak. Toxic masculinity. Boys are not supposed to be boys, you know. Gender, whatever, you know, this gender fluidity being shoved down our throats. Female empowerment being shoved down our throats. With all that, it makes sense that this ooey gooey Jesus is popular right now. And it's destroying our country. You know, and I'm going to kind of go on a rant here a little bit too about even like the post I put up the other day about ministers working. And I'm really, I got to say, I'm really down on the mega churches right now. I'm convinced if the word of God is being spoken, it's going to be spoken to a small audience. And I think I assume a lot of these pastors are charlatans. And I almost think a lot of times that the bigger their church and the bigger their ministry, the bigger the charlatan they are. I'm sorry. You know, these guys just got too much free reign. You know, how about that? And nobody's holding them accountable. And they're accessing church funds and doing all sorts of things, playing around, getting a little side action, you know, from whoever, the secretaries or whatever, you know. And you just can't trust them, you know. And I think if the word is God is being spoken, it's going to be spoken to a small audience. You know, and you know, when it comes to ministry, our ministry, like, this is my ministry on here. But no, I work, and I'm going to keep working. And I'm actually looking for a career job, and I'm not a pastor or even have a degree in pastoral studies or anything like that. I actually have a psych major, but, you know, I just have read the Bible through, and I'm reading it through again and again. You know, and you got to check these guys. You got to check the people that these men, and you got to kind of, in essence, almost declare war on pastors, because you don't know what these guys are up to, and you got to fight them with the word. You know, you got to fight them with the word. The Apostle Paul did, and the Apostle Paul, by the way, always worked a job and didn't take advantage of his church. He worked a job as a tent maker. You know, and by the way, all those letters he wrote were from prison while he was waiting sentence. You know, we just got to always be vigilant. That's about all I got to say. All right, with that, I conclude this. Take care, saints. Remember, stay strong.